How's it going, guys? Welcome to another episode of Sicky TV, and today I'm going to be doing a video of 10 things that I would like to see on the LG V40. And once all of this is done, I want to know what you guys want to see, or improvements, new features, or something that you would like to see on the LG V40. The LG V30 just came out back in October, and I already have, like I said, some things that I would like to see be improved upon, or just features that I would like to see on the LG V40. So these are my top 10 things that I would like to see on the LG V40. Don't go anywhere. So what's up, guys? Welcome back. So these are my top 10 things that I would like to see on the LG V40, whether or not there are improvements or stuff that I just want to keep. These are my top things, top 10 features that I would like to see on the LG V30. Going off my little list that I made on Google Keep, powerful front-facing speakers would be nice on the V40. As we all know, LG made the Google Pixel 2 XL, and that does have front-facing speakers on the top and on the bottom, and I think that that's a really nice feature. I missed that. I remember that on the HTC M8 and the M9 had front-facing speakers. Those speakers were awesome. They were loud. The HTC 10 had it, but it was sort of using the earpiece, and then the bottom there was some sort of dual speaker implementation on there. But I would like to see that on the LG V40, powerful front-facing speakers. Number two feature I would like to see is for them to keep the headphone jack. Come on, please keep the headphone jack. Along with the quad DAC, this is probably the best feature of this phone, is having that headphone jack with the excellent audio quality coming out. So LG V40, they better keep that. Maybe add some little tweaks to the quad DAC, maybe add a little bit more settings to it, more filters, and to make it sound a lot more better than what it already does. But as long as they keep the headphone jack, I'm happy. I don't like having to use a stupid dongle and all of that crap. Headphone jack, Bluetooth also, I'm okay with that, but headphone jack is always a trusty thing to have, and your Bluetooth headset dies, you always have that to go to, you're not fucked. So number three on the list is a higher resolution front-facing camera. As we all know, the front-facing camera on the LG V30 is a 5 megapixel camera, and it is not that great. It's really grainy and low light. Snapchatting on that, it's not that great, especially if it's in really low light. It just looks grainy and looks like shit. So for the V40, I would like for them to have an 8 megapixel camera or above, not a 5 megapixel. LG has been doing the 5 since the V10, I think, V20, the G6, and now the V30. Come on, LG, step it up a little bit. You know, Samsung has 8 megapixels on their front-facing cameras with autofocus on them, so include that on the V40, please. Next on the list is going to be number 4, which is a more intuitive always-on display. The always-on display has improved on the LG V30. Coming from the G6, you have a little bit more toggles and stuff like that on there, but I would like for this stuff to stay. Like if I'm listening to music and I have music playing, I want it to show what's playing and stuff like that, but it always goes back to the battery, or if I have a notification on there, I don't want that. I want it to stay. If I have toggles on there, I want those toggles to stay on there as long as I'm using them. And I would like to have more information being shown to me as far as notifications, incoming calls, and all of that to have stay on the always on display. That's just my opinion. That's what I like to see on the V40. Number 5 on the list is to maybe bring back the secondary display. The secondary display on the V20, as we all know, there was a extra display up top that had toggles and notifications. It lets you know if you're getting an incoming call. You can put a signature up there, shortcuts, app shortcuts, stuff like that on the top. secondary display, and that was a really nice feature because I used it. I saw it there and I used it. I feel that the little floating bar thing, I don't use it because I don't know it's there. It's always tucked off in the corner and I don't realize it's there, so I really don't use this thing. And that's probably one of the reasons why I left it out on my review of this phone, is because I don't use it. If there was a secondary display up top or at the bottom and I knew it was there, I would use it more often. So maybe bring back the secondary display on the LG V40. Number 6 on the list is going to be a notification LED. Most phones have a little notification LED up top showing if you have a missed call, whether your phone is charging, turn red, yellow, and then green, or text messages, any sort of notifications, it'll let you know. The V30 does not have that. I guess they rely on the always on display to give you all the information you need, but it does not. So I would like for them to bring back the LED, notification LED on the V40. That way you don't have any issues. Number 7 on the list is going to be 6 gigabytes of RAM. Most phones nowadays are 4 gigabytes. That's 2017, but now as 2017 is ending, most phones are starting to come out with 6 and 8. So hopefully by next year, for the V40, it will have 6 gigabytes of RAM. With that being said, the V30 is a really fast phone, and it's got 4 gigabytes of RAM. I'm not bitching about it. It's keeping up with the Note 8, and the Note 8 has 6 gigabytes of RAM. But for next year, just to be a little bit safe, the LG V40 should come with 6 gigabytes of RAM. Number 8 on the list is going to be 128 gigabytes of internal storage. The V30 has 64 gigabytes. Most phones do. I think that should be the minimum of internal storage a phone should have. 32 is last year. 64, 128 gigabytes is probably the sweet spot. The LG V30 Plus does have that, but it's not available on some carriers. I mean, it is, but like for T-Mobile, you can't get the V30 Plus on Jump on Demand. You have to purchase it, which is kind of lame. Sprint, I know, has the V30 Plus. That was the phone I would like to get. 128 gigabytes. It was in black. I tried getting it. They would not let me, so I just said fuck it. 120 gigabytes while also keeping the expandable storage micro SD card slot. That coupled with the big SD card, you could record as many 4K videos as you want. You will not worry about running out of storage. So hopefully they include that on the V40. Number 9 on the list is a more customized version of Home Launcher and the LG UI or UX 6.0, whatever the hell you call it. The Home Launcher on the LG V30 is not that great. It's a little bit more updated, but not really. I see they updated it by updating the search bar and stuff like that, but there are no gestures to bring down your notification drawer or your app drawer. Nova Launcher has that, which is why I installed Nova Launcher, so I could swipe down and then swipe up for my apps and stuff like that. Samsung, they included that on their new TouchWiz launcher, or Samsung Experience, whatever the hell you want to call it. So LG needs to improve on their home launcher to keep up with the times and be more, current and have more gestures on there. That's another feature that I would like to see on the V40. Number 9. Sorry, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay, number 10. I'm losing track of here. Number 10, a more stable OLED display. While the display on the LG V30 is really nice, there's still a lot of people bitching about it. Personally, I don't care. I like it. It looks colorful. It looks beautiful. Yeah, the viewing angle, you get the little blue on there, but it's really not that big of a deal for me. Let's see if I can tone down the brightness to show y'all a little bit. But it's really not that big of a deal to me. I don't know, it just doesn't bother me, but most people are throwing, a fit about it. especially with the Google Pixel 2 XL, that phone was made by LG. It may not be the same panel as the one on the V30, but there is, you know, a little thing, you know, graininess when you have your phone all the way on brightness, and you have it on a white screen. It does not look as uniform as it does on a Samsung, but who the hell uses their phone at 0% brightness? You know, I'm 90 and above, so I really don't have a problem with that. But that way people don't bitch anymore. A more stable display would be nice on the LG V40. That way it'll be fine. There won't be no controversy or anything. So, like I said, with that being said, those are the 10 things I would like to see on the LG V40. Let me know what you would like to see, if I left anything out in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on that. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.